What the? Oh, I can still hear myself. I was like, what am I hearing? Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is a weird time, honestly. Oh, wait, what? Not again. Hold on. All good. Okay, I think my... okay. Okay, I don't know if my model's gonna be working properly because this thing is a little... Damn. Okay, no, let's go back to the regular tracking. Yeah, I think that's the... Yeah, I think that's far more better than before. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my mouth right now. What? What is going on with my mouth? VTube Studio, what did you do? What the fuck? Hello? Okay, so my mouth's gonna be weirdly moving today. No, let me just restart VTube Studio. I don't know. I think it's just broken. Yep, it's just broken. God damn. It was working earlier. I just had to close it because, well, I didn't want to run. Shit. Wait. Better? Okay, there we go. Whew! Safe! Sort of. Okay, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Again. Why, VTube Studio? Do you have to make things weird? Okay, so trial and error again. Damn. Anyways. Hey guys. Yep, sorry for scuff. VTube Studio be like that whenever they do an update. Well, for me at least, whenever they do an update, it's like one moment everything's working fine. Next thing you know, shit's breaking. Okay, so, oh my god. I actually was thinking that I'd host something like this next year. Because I already said my piece a few months ago. Yeah, a few months ago. But that was the beginning of 2023. Now that it's almost over. I just thought, no, why not just say my piece again before 2024? Because if this shit carries on to 2024 and I'm thinking of hosting something like this again, I'd be like, hello? What is going on? Okay, but this time I actually did prepare a few slides. I did prepare. Unlike last time where I held a class. Great to see you. Hello, Master Menos. Hello. Okay, so guys, I'll be doing like some segments of like if you guys have any questions before we move on to the next topic, you're free to ask. Just make sure it remains on topic, nothing silly, or else it's gonna throw me off. Hello, Jordan. Okay, so wait, let me blow my nose. Sorry about that. Anyways, if my voice is a little weird, it's because my window's open. I don't want to turn on my fan. So in case like there's any weird background noises, I'm so sorry. It's always like this in the Philippines where there's motorcycles. So yes, if you guys don't like being in school again, I'm so sorry. You're getting PTSD today. If it's a weekend for you and you're like, wait, why am I getting a lecture now? I should be chill. I should be doing homework. I should be having fun. I'm sorry for this. I literally was supposed to host this yesterday, but, well, my keyboard. I broke my keyboard. Why is your hair black? Hello! It's because it's Halloween. And as you know, well, I didn't get the proper BGM for it, but as you know, I think. Okay, I'll say this one last time for those tuning in. This is just a short little thing I did last time where I'm just giving tips that could help you through the year. But the thing is, 2023 has not been the best for VTubing. Let's just say that. If you ask what was the best year, everyone, even me, even I would say 2020 was the best. Absolutely. I mean, that's where I debuted around like 2021, but as a PNG, 2020. Full Life Duty 2021. But yeah, even though I'm still like a small streamer, even during that time, I had a lot more fun. I had a lot more fun back then. Now it's like okay, so let's go. Just move on to slides. Wait, let me see if they're all ready. Yes, unlike last time, I have slides. So you guys can chill if you have any questions, in case like you're actually curious. No, none of that. None of that. Red, black, white collab. No, that's where. No. Okay. Moving on. No, no jokes like that. No. I mean, I would feel honored, but I'd have a slight panic attack. So yes, if you're wondering why this is called 102, it's because I already had a lecture of this before, but then I didn't have slides. I just call it VTubing 101. This is 102. It's a crash course. This is a 100% crash course. Yeah, I just want to say a few things to possibly, if anyone sees this, to help those that are like struggling, because there's a lot of videos already, but at this point some of them are just they did not age well. Because for example, like I'll probably bring this up later, but if you're hoping to get more exposure through Twitter, because YouTube and Twitch is really a hard platform to start on, yeah, Twitter's almost dead. I did have a few advice about it before. Now I don't think I can use share that advice because it has helped me a little. But now I don't think that it's gonna work anymore. You wanna know why? Because Twitter's almost fucking dying. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking kidding. If you compare Twitter, I'm not calling it x.com. No, fuck you guys. If you're gonna compare it this year compared to last year, I think last year was fine. I mean, yeah, it's still a shithole, but then it's far more organized and fine. Now it's just like, yes. So yes, I'm not saying you guys should take notes. No. Don't worry. In case you can't watch the whole VOD, don't worry. It's gonna remain up. Well, let's see if I can keep it up. It depends. Because I am also open for like, you guys. I'm gonna close my window because there's a plane above my head. Thanks for that. And now my room is hot as hell. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Good evening. Good afternoon, I mean. Yeah, it's afternoon. Well, depending on time zones. Whew, sorry about that. Okay, so let me turn on some BGM, if you guys don't mind. Am I late? No, you're fine. Let me lower that. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. If you're worried about being late, the VOD will be up. That's why I'm streaming on both platforms, so you won't have to worry about missing in case, like, you genuinely want to learn potential tips that may or may not help you next year. I'm saying next year because the year's almost ending. The year's almost ending. Jesus. Where did time go? Okay, so first off, as jokes aside, my name's Professor Avery. Okay, good. I need to take notes. Guys, I will say this. Take my words with a grain of salt. There's plenty more advice online. It's just that I would have made a video of this, but then I realized cutting together all this would have been so much harder. I just like doing it live because it feels like more engaging, you know? Like in case like you guys have questions, I can actually answer it during the stream, especially in between topics and at the very end, where we can address a few things that you are generally more curious about. Okay, let me fix my model. Why am I ascending? Okay, so welcome to VTubing 102. In case you didn't see 101, I actually forgot if I have the VOD still up. But in case you missed that, don't worry. I'm just gonna be revising a few things. I will actually point out a few, direct you to a few people that give way more better advice than I will ever. Because the advice I'm giving is from both as a fangirl, because yes, I started out as a fangirl, never hidden it, and as an actual VTuber. So I thought, know what? I'll just give it some advice from what I've observed. So, what will we be discussing? First off, okay, so obviously I have to discuss what a VTuber is, but I'll also include categories, so also take note of that. Requirements, meaning where are the things that I recommend. Okay, rewind. Sorry, I don't have water with me. So requirements is mainly just recommended things on what to use to start out. Indie or corpo, because, well, a lot of people have to address this nowadays. Like, what do I suggest, like, if you should start indie or corpo? Well, we'll get into that later. Tips on how to design your model. Twitch, YouTube, or other platforms to stream on. Except Kick. No, not fucking Kick. How to chat. It might seem easy. Okay, it might seem easy, but it's actually hard. Grain of salt, so it's a good seasoning. Still making some of your tips when I cook. Okay. Identifying your strengths and weaknesses, which is very important. And then there's no slide for the last one, but we will still discuss it. And later, don't worry, I'll be giving you guys breaks. Crash course VTubing. Alright, okay. Okay, so before we continue, is the BGM too loud? Is it good? Can I commission ring it? Not yet! Not yet! We haven't started! Okay, so first off, just in case, like, someone, like, I have to say this in case someone stumbles upon the stream. Uh-oh, wait, let me move this. In case someone stumbles upon the stream, I have to discuss this part. Okay, so what is a VTuber? It's called virtual YouTubers, but ironically... Hi, Chloe! It's okay, thank you. Okay, so I have to discuss this part, because what if someone stumbles upon this stream and be like, what's a VTuber? Well, for starters, we're called virtual YouTubers. Although, technically, most streamers are on Twitch, so this is weird. Truthfully. But then they all started on YouTube. That's why we're called virtual YouTubers. Okay, I'm too advanced for Kia. Yeah, don't worry. But the main reason why we stick to being called YouTubers, well, what sounds easier to you guys? Virtual YouTubers or VTubers or virtual YouTubers or virtual streamers? Which rolls off the tongue better? And when you shorten it, which sounds better? Because if you shorten it, it's gonna sound as V-streamer. Also, I just realized I forgot to remove this part. Hold on. Ignore that. BGM's a little too low, but your voice is loud and clear, so it's okay, ma'am. Alright, that's what's important. As long as we got some BGM going. No, that's actually gonna piss some people off. That is gonna generally piss people off. Oh, wait, let me remove this, because it might be... Okay, there you go. I actually forgot to remove that part. That's the only portion because I fell asleep while making this slide. But yes, we just like to be called as VTubers because it rolls off the tongue better. Anyways, that is essentially what it is. Now, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Misplaced it. Alright, okay. Types of VTuber. Oops. Wait, why is it like this? What happened? All right, I moved everything around. Oops. Okay, well, this is gonna be awkward. Scuff the stream. Yes, guys, here's another piece of advice. Don't worry about scuff. This happens. It's a normal part of the circle of life as a streamer. Actually, I'd be concerned if you never faced scuff in your life. Let me fix that. Ignore this part if there's any taggers in the future. Alright, there you go. I don't know what happened though. Okay, so there's 3 types of VTubers that you have to take note of. Yes, don't worry, the stream's gonna be archived. Yeah, livers. Although people tend to call people livers if they're like in a corpo. Don't ask me why it's just like that. Like if you're referring to a liver, if you say liver, then people in the community will automatically assume that you mean someone from a corpo. I guess it's a kind of an interesting way to distinct one from the other instead of just saying indie corpo, indie corpo. Okay, so there's 3 types: PNG, Live 2D, which is the more popular, and then 3D. Okay, honestly, I actually tried to look for a 3D VTuber that any examples that uses VRoid, but when I looked up on Google, it did not give me examples. It just gave me thumbnails. Ma'am, is it okay to use your bot to explain VTubers to my boss? Your boss? I mean, sure. Sure? Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so now here's what I always recommend. Now I have to say this, okay? Because people hate to categorize, but I think we should, because I mean, yes, all 3 are the same, but they all need different requirements. For example, like PNG, it's simple. All you need is programs. For example, there's one called that I can recommend. Okay, let me type it down. Let me see if I can get the name proper. Hold on. It's called, okay, here it is. Okay, one of the programs that's recommended, it's really new. It's really new. It is called, I'll just type it up here. It's called PNG Tuber Plus. Now, what is that? It's a program that is fairly new. It's fairly new, so you don't have to worry. Oops. Yes, it's fairly new. Just look it up yourselves. This program is what PNG tubers use, you know, so they can be animated and whatnot. Well, not really animated. They just blink, talk, blink, talk, like that. And one of the recommended is PNG Tuber Plus, and the one I use, be sure to list it down. It is called VideoTube Mini. This is what I use. The first one, PNG Tuber Plus, they tried to give you a more like animated feel. But the reason I don't recommend a PNG Tuber Plus as a starter, I recommend VideoTube Mini. Is that an app? No, it's it's an app on PC, so you don't have to worry about using your phones and whatnot. It's a very simple program you can download. And if you wanna, and don't worry, there are instructions when you go to the download page, so I don't have to explain that further. But because with PNG Tuber Plus, you need to actually split your PNG into parts so that, for example, like, because it will include hair movement, it'll like bounce effect, yeah. Sorry, Mama Scarlet came in. What was I? Oh yeah, yeah, that one, you actually have to separate your body parts, like your hair, your eyes, your mouth, so because it gives you a more like bouncy effect to your PNG when you talk. But because of that, I don't recommend that as starters. VideoTube Mini is the first thing to go. But if you want to stick with PNG for a while, then yeah, you can upgrade to PNG Tuber Plus. You just need help from your whoever artist you are gonna commission. Ask them if they can kindly split like just the base. Don't worry, PNG Tuber Plus actually gives the instructions, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, next up, Live 2D, which is me. Now, I actually don't recommend anyone to automatically start as live 2D. Why? Because one, it is expensive as hell. I had to hold multiple donathons just to reach this point, which thank you by the way for last year. And also, there's some things it's kind of difficult to run, honestly. Like, I had to look for a webcam. Okay, so here's how Live 2D works. You can either use an iPhone or a webcam. Most people will say use an iPhone because the face tracking is great there. And also, here's another thing about Live 2D. You run a program called VTube Studio. Now, it's fine and dandy, but the thing is, its default face tracker does kind of tank your PC a bit for your CPU. Not too much, but it does kind of act a little bit tanky. And don't worry, I will discuss other equipment later in the next slide. Don't worry, this is just me discussing a few things about Live 2D that you have to consider. And also why I say don't start automatically. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit iffy on your CPU, especially if you're on the low end side. So go PNG first. And then if you really think, or if you really feel that you want, hi Koharu, if you really feel that, yeah, you're ready to be a Live 2D, then go for it. Just remember, I'll mention this later as well. It is gonna be, think of this as a expensive hobby. Don't worry, we just started. But also, guys, don't worry, I will also mention this. Wait, okay, let me also discuss about 3D VTubers. Kizuna I does not count, okay? Kizuna I does not count. Because hers is from a company. You can easily make that yourself. I can assure you guys, there's a program called Vroid. Hold on, let me type it down. Okay. Make sure you wrote these down, okay? These two, make sure you wrote them down. You wrote it? Okay. Vroid. Let me move it here. This is what every single person that is a 3D VTuber, there's still a handful. You think they're extinct? No, there's still plenty. This is what people use because it's easily customizable. Think of it like creating your own character in video games, except that you need to put in the bones properly. Yeah, you have to be the one to make your clothes too, depending. But don't worry, you can also use your mouse. I just suck at it, so. And yeah, although Vroid is also like Live 2D, a little bit tanky on your PC, so take note. This is why I also say start as PNG first before you decide if you want to go 2D or 3D. Now, the advantage of 3D, the difference between the two, all right? 2D is more flat. Yes, we're animated, but we're more flat and limited. 3D, there's advantages like movements and whatnot, and also VR chat. Well, if you actually have the money for VR. But you can still use your model in VR chat, just a desktop version. Great, another expensive hobby you all is going to love. Okay, but yes, that is the main difference, because there are advantages and disadvantages between the two. PNG is extremely limited because all you do is an animated image moving around. Live 2D, it's more fluid. It's more fluid. Think of it like anime. Like, what do you guys... It's like, okay, think of these three like anime. Manga, anime, and 3D anime. That's basically the main difference if you want to compare all three. So yes, as I mentioned, start as PNG, because in a way, it's also you testing the waters to see if you actually do like it, because streaming is really... let's just say... it kind of does things to your mental state sometimes. Maybe better to have dual PC for this then. Okay, I will mention this later, so... Okay, so... any questions about these three? Any questions you guys have? I'm looking at your questions right now. They're for later slides, guys. Don't worry. We are going to cover as much as possible. Just make sure it's based on the slides. Okay, anyone have a question? between these three. None? We good? We good on this topic? Or is chat just slow? There is a possibility that's also because chat's delayed on YouTube and Twitch. None, ma'am? Okay, okay. Also, if you want to know that... okay, so this one right here is me. So I can actually vouch that you should start as a PNG. Estimated cost. Oh, okay. I was actually going to discuss this later, but okay. Now... wait, let me check the slides. Okay. So, Live 2D is actually way more expensive. Depending. I will actually provide the resources later so that you guys can look it up yourself on where to... Chat's late? Okay. Yeah, so where you can actually look, because it actually depends. Thank you for the follow, Angels Dev. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the class. We're just discussing tips and things about VTubing. Especially since 2024 is right around the corner. Anyways, so for me, okay, this is how much it costs with PNG tubing. PNG tubing default is 30 to 50 bucks. US dollars, okay? You have to convert it yourself. I don't know currency for everyone right now. I can only give you the US dollars currency, so make sure to write that down. But it's like 30 to 50 bucks depending on the artist. There are plenty of artists on multiple media platforms where they offer services to make it PNG to PNGs, so you don't have to worry about that. For Live 2D, okay, so here is where your wallet will feel a slight singe, okay? A slight singe. Although, I can assure you guys, there are people that do release free Live 2D models. There are customizable, but yeah, there are customizable ones. Don't worry. But most prefer to like save up to make their own because they stand out. Because eventually, some people on the internet will not know that yours is a bot VTube model that is like $100 at least. That's already rigged, and they won't know. They'll think you're a clone. That's why most people nowadays just try to save up to make their own character. Now, for me, I will tell you, mine costed like $350, and the rigging, because I found a rigger that costs like 50. Wait, no. Yeah, 50. So essentially, a little over 400 bucks. A little, because it depends on the accessories, how many layers, and for the rigger, it also is up to them. Yeah, 100 bucks. But this is me being able to scour through the internet patiently. It takes a lot of patience to find the right rigger for you, especially as a beginner. Because what is the highest price you've seen? Oh my god. So the highest price I've seen, $3,000. There's higher, but what I've seen essentially from someone that stated how much the whole thing cost, because it does cost thousands of dollars. If you really want fluid movement as a Live 2D, that's gonna cost a lot. Especially when it comes to the model itself that's not rigged. That is also essentially the highest I've seen is like $1,000 too. This is why people say this is, and that is including toggles such as expressions like, let me show you an example of expressions. Okay, so here, clothes. And then expressions. Yes, that is including expressions, so it depends. Although it really does depend on who you commission. It really does depend because there's a lot of layers to it. Yes, I'm sorry to. Yes, I assure. But don't worry. That is the highest. Okay, that is the highest. The lowest is around 200 to 300 at least. 200 to 300 at the very least. So yes, this is now you see why I'm saying, go PNG first. But don't worry, there are a lot more cheaper models. They're a lot more cheaper. It's just I'm mentioning the highest cost because someone asked. That is essentially the highest cost. Don't worry, there are way more cheaper models, way more cheaper artists online, or those that offer at a very better price. But you will have to discuss it with the artist you're gonna commission because it highly depends on the number of layers that is gonna go in your outfit. Okay. Let me see chat. Now for 3D, like I said, you can make your own, or you can easily find. I hate to describe it like this. Like with 3D, people have made separate accessories, but they've also made separate body parts. I can't word that any better because literally there are body parts. Like some have offered eye styles, like different eye art styles that you can put on the model of a 3D model. I'm sorry, as morbid as that sounds, yes, people do sell different body parts, like body types. For example, if you want to be tall but you don't know how, someone's already have that up for you to grab for free and for like a few bucks. Or if you want wings, just like $5. Yeah, you just have to attach it yourself, or you can ask for help. Yes, the VTubing community, although shit sometimes, there are people that will be kindly able to give you help on how to do what. So it's not just me, guys. There's also others online because they've been where you are. In case you're like thinking of starting as a VTuber, don't worry, there's a lot of people that will help you out because we know the pain. Okay, so any other questions? Senior ranking? Yeah, yep, that's right, 2K. That is. How can we avoid being scammed on commissions, or how to avoid buying stolen rig samples? Okay, that is actually hard. Okay, hold on. Because with the first one, you have to. It's all up to communication. Okay, you really have to see who is the best at communicating. Because if you see people like, for example, this person tweeted that they are tweeting or they're opening commissions up for Live 2D. Now, it's really hard to trust people if they just started, but here's the thing. If they already made art before, okay? If they've already made art before, which is a big pro right there. And you see comments saying that, oh, you're gonna love their art style. I can't wait to see what your new Live 2D children or your Live 2D children's gonna look like. That essentially means they're trustworthy. If you rate, you can already tell. You can already tell from that. If you're worried that they might be bots, don't worry, guys. You will literally be able to spot immediately if they're bots or not. Just me on this. It's become very easy, especially if they repeat the same damn message. But yeah, if they already have a history of making art, but it's their first time opening Live 2D commissions, then they are definitely trustworthy. But when it comes to, like, for example, okay, so it really is hard to say if to avoid scams, because it really is hard. But I'll be real here, it's hard to tell. Like, I trusted my mama immediately because I have history with her with making Live 2 PNG art for me. So when she opened Live 2D commissions, I knew I can trust her. So it's all about trust. If you already have a history with the artist and they opened up Live 2D commissions, then go for them. Check their portfolio on the spot. All right? If they just opened or they're offering you suddenly in your DMs and they reject sharing anything on their portfolio, avoid on the spot. Okay? Avoid on the spot. You have a kick-ass model. It's pretty talented. I love it as an artist. Thank you. Actually, I'm the one that my mom is the one that did all the drawing. I'll discuss this later, but I was the one that came up with the design. All credits go to my mama because she's the one that brought this to life. I just like pulled out shit ton of references to use. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, now this is a very important question to ask yourself. Oh yeah, and also, artist.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Shriyank. Also, there are live 2D, or there are VTubers. There are VTubers who are artists. Yes, they're artists, but then this is even another best way to tell if they are actually genuine. If they made their own model, if they're an artist and they made their own model, it's up to them whether they want to rig it or not, then that's a definite win. That is someone you should actually contact instantly or take note of, like when you get the chance to save money for a live 2D. Because if you've seen their art and you see that they have their own live 2D model that they made themselves, take note of them. Maybe later, Paxonet. Maybe later. Hello, XO. Okay, now here's a very important question to ask yourself always. Why do you want to be a VTuber? All right. Now here's the 3 common Fs, which I which I found very ironic when well, it's up to you. It's up to you, honestly, because there is a program called Live 2D Cubism. I'll discuss that later. I'll discuss that as a last segment in case people are curious. Thank you for following Paxonite. Thank you. Now, okay, so I've noticed this as a common thing for a long time. Now, I call this the 3 common Fs because people just jump into VTubing because of these 3: for fame, fortune, and oddly enough, which is something I highly discourage, to look for friends. Now, ask yourself this. Would you join something that is clearly, not mainly, but mostly meant for content creation? Would you just jump in it just to make friends? I mean, sure, I'm not saying you shouldn't make friends. Trust me, I went into this, I became a VTuber not expecting for me to make friends at all, but I was surprised with the number of people I've met, and they are all fucking amazing. Yes, I stream on Twitch as well. But I just don't encourage you saying this out loud because people will think, oh, we shouldn't take you seriously, because what if later down the line you think, oh, I actually like being a VTuber. I like being a streamer. I want to do this more, not just to make friends. That is, you just tarnish your own image because people will just automatically assume that you're not taking this seriously. You're not worth like paying attention to, because if you're just here to make friends, it just sounds like as if you're trying to date someone. Oh, there. E-dating? No, I'm not gonna address that because that's just that's a no-no, because there are some people that are a little bit extreme. So I'm not gonna touch on that, or else it might open a huge ass discussion about it. Yes, it is down the road. Just don't openly. This is what I say. Don't start out saying, "Hi, I'm a VTuber. I'm here. I want to make friends." It will happen eventually, guys. Okay. If you have those fears as well that you won't interact with anyone, befriend anyone, don't worry. You will stumble upon someone that will be just almost like you. Trust me. Everyone's different, but you will find someone that is that you can vibe with. But yeah, don't start it with yeah, I'm here to look for friends. That is just a little bit weird. The main 3 that you should be focusing on is the 3 C's. Is creativity, craziness, and comfort. Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? Okay, sharing church, fun gaming, is there news? Oh god, not the news. I guess the disadvantage is that legit artists and rigor have a list of commission statutory. Yes, that is actually the hard part, because some people open commissions for a certain amount of time, and then you, if you aren't able to get in, you have to pray for it the next time. I'm going to do this to de-stress. Probably I will be making a Twitter account if ever to be VTubing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it is common in real life. It is common. It's just that it's a slightly bit discouraged, because for one thing, the first two, while it's fine, the main reason I should slightly discourage, because VTubing is expensive. Think of it as a very expensive investment, and if it does not hit off for you, or you feel like that you've wasted your time, you've essentially just wasted your money. Like, you became a VTuber because you saw people becoming famous left and right. You're like, oh, I like this. Maybe this can get me a quick buck. And then you realize on the spot, oh, wait. Yeah, uh-oh. All right. Guys, don't worry. I'm on YouTube and Twitch, so you don't have to worry. It's like Netflix, I guess? I guess. Now, for fortune part, I will say this. Okay, people say you shouldn't say this, but I will say this. VTubing is a hit or miss if you want, or just want to do it to be famous, which is okay. But if you're doing it to be famous, if you're doing it for the money, I will say this, it's a hit or miss. It is 100% a hit or miss. This is why I say, guys, it backtracks all the way back to PNG. This is why you start with PNG, so you know if it's actually for you or not. Yes, this is why people start with PNG first. This is why they start out first. I mean, literally, some of them, there's some famous VTubers that started out as PNG. Some even before VTubing was a thing. You make peanuts and that's why if you're indie. Hey, don't say that. There's some people that do make some money. Yeah, like Sayu. Yeah, Sayu, Shoto. For those that know Shoto, yeah, he started out as a PNG, but under a completely different name, which I'd rather not disclose because, well, privacy. But yes, he did start as a PNG, and it took like a whole year of hard work just to become a live 2D. But he does have a history of other content. It's just like a lot of hard work. Going to do it as a hobby because right now I'm going to say, yeah. Actually, guys, this is fine to do as a hobby. It's fine to do as a hobby. Yep, it's fine to do as a hobby. And yes, as I mentioned, there are free models that you can try, or ones that you can just pay for. Because, well, guys, if you're wondering why there's price tags for pre-made models, well, they're made and someone has to give money to the people that made it for you to use. Yep, shyly as well. But don't go in assuming that you're going to be famous or you're going to get a lot of money on the spot. That is a very toxic mindset to have. Because you're going to feel very discouraged when you notice that, oh, wait, shoot, this is not working out like I thought. Because discoverability is hard. As an indie, discoverability is hard. That is hard, that's all I say. But you should focus on, if you do want to be a VTuber, focus on these 3 C's. Creativity, because, well, even if, like, I'm limited as a live 2D, but I try to make the best of it. Craziness. A lot of VTubers are crazy, so. And comfort. Just do things within your comfort zone. If you've seen people like shoulder faces or shoulder arms, that's because they're okay with it. You don't have to. Just do things within your comfort zone. Remember that. Now, requirements. Be a VTuber. Like, once you get, like, the model, any of the 3 all set up. Sorry, I have to turn on the fan. I'm really hot right now. Now, these are the main 3, okay? You can't just stream on your fucking phone. That is a little hard. I mean, yeah, you can stream for your phone, but you won't have a model up if you just use your phone. Okay, so this is what I recommend as a starter. Now, you can actually use a laptop. Oh wait, forgot. Q&A and the wait, hold on. Let me go back to previous. Okay. Anyone have questions with this one? Yeah, we will. Anyone have questions about this? Any further questions? That's not noted, stop! Any other questions here? What about VTubers who stream more adult site? Does it apply to them as well? Oh, you mean those sites? I actually don't. Hi, bro! Yeah, this is my bro right there, guys. Motion. Let me shout him out. Yeah, my fellow bro. Okay. Okay, now I will discuss later about the more adult sites. Don't worry. I just don't want to list it because I don't want Twitch or YouTube to bonk me. Don't worry. The stream's gonna be around, but hi, bro. Don't worry. The main start was just mainly categories. Streaming on your phone is accurate meal debate how life. Yeah, I remember. Hi, Buta. Whoa, long time no see. Hello. Hey, why you bonking me? Anyways, no questions here? Okay, so let's go on to requirements. I'm a vampire for this month. Nah. Anyways, now here is essentials. You can actually start with a laptop. Guys, I'm using a laptop as we speak, okay? I'm using a laptop, so if you think you need a hardcore PC, don't worry. Although I don't recommend like super late gen because your VTube model might not run. I mean, you can stream. Your CPU might blow up because even yes, I'll discuss that. Hold on. Even the things you use, like you can either use OBS, Streamlabs. Actually, those are the main two. I don't know if there's others, but those are the main two.
Oh, God!
What?
No!
Anyways,
Please, no!
yes, those are the main two apps that you'll be using to stream. Although I do recommend OBS because while Streamlabs is it's a lot more easy to customize. Let's just say it's a little bit bloated. The program is very bloated. So unless you have like a PC that's the equivalent of NASA, don't use Streamlabs. Don't use Streamlabs. If 7-year-old, that will work. That will not work. No, that does not work. Streamlabs. Let me type it out for you. Yeah, this. Don't use this. Use this. This is what everyone uses. This is the most free program you can use. Both programs are free, but if you love your PC, don't fucking use Streamlabs. Hello, Small. Matt, what is the most important equipment besides PC? If I rate a PC, what's next up? Yeah, this is where I was gonna get at. Next up, okay, so here are two things. You can use a webcam, or if you're really confident in your phone, you can use an Android phone. But here's the reason why not many recommend using Android phones for face tracking. For one, you have to pay two separate things, okay? Because right now, yes, while VTube Studio is free, if you don't want because they have like a watermark on the app, you just can't see it. But usually it's at the bottom right, and it will be there constantly. It will be there constantly unless you pay like a few bucks. But it's separate payment. You have to pay for the one on PC and the one on phone. And right now, the one with the best tracking, aside from your Android, is also iPhone. Most go to iPhones because that has better face tracking. So, and then you pay from there. Don't use Android because the face tracking is shit. Now, you can also use webcams, but you have to look online yourself. Because what I use is a Razer Kiyo. Not the Razer Kiyo Pro. I use the Razer Kiyo, but the one thing I was warned, while it does have great face tracking, sort of great, it has a program that will constantly try to download itself It has a bloated software. Alright, see ya. Yes, camera does work. Webcams do work. Not your laptop's camera. That does not work. I mean, you could try. Just don't expect tracking at all. I don't think Android even works. I remember. Oh, you had experience on that. But yes, the best tracking is iPhone. But guys, that does not mean you need an iPhone unless you have one. If you don't, then just go for webcam. No, that might not work. An actual camera, no. Because VTube Studio just requires a web camera or a phone. That's how it works. Don't ask me, ask the people that made it. I'll use PNG since I only use Don't worry, I'm using a laptop too, so you don't have to worry. But yes, I do say start as a PNG. Anyways, next thing, you need good Wi-Fi. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but you do need good Wi-Fi when it comes to streaming. It's essential. It is 100% essential. Now, if you don't know why people need excellent Wi-Fi, why people in certain parts of the world have to worry about it, let's just say, depending on the platform, it will affect how your stream quality works. It will affect your stream quality, but it's common knowledge, so I won't discuss too much. But yes, you need excellent Wi-Fi. But if your Wi-Fi is standard, or if you're having troubles with your Wi-Fi, you can still stream, but expect some difficulties along the way. I didn't think it's true. I'm just saying, Raika. Also, hello. You might need to upgrade. This is one of the things that you need to upgrade along the way, your Wi-Fi as well. So yes, you can use a laptop, you can use a PC. People have used different things, okay, with PCs. Like they use different brands. Just go online. Everyone, there's even someone on YouTube that has. You can just look it up, like which is the best PC, which is the best laptop to use to start out as VTubing, because you don't need the good stuff on the spot. Like you can start, like I said, with anything that you can afford. Just if you want to do this long term, or if you feel like you want to keep doing this, you can slowly upgrade bit by bit. Like if you want to start with a webcam, that's fine. If you feel like you want to, because there's also another reason why iPhone is recommended for a lot of people. If you feel like it's your time to upgrade to an iPhone for face tracking, do it. Just make sure to be wise with your money. Just be very wise with your money. As essential. Especially for later. Now, the main reason why people like using iPhones, not because of just best tracking, there is a program called VBridger. Let me type it out. VBridger, which enhances both the tracking and your facial movements. Now, right now, you see, this is just standard tracking, but there are people that do commission for separate kinds of rigging, which is called VBridger. Especially enhanced mouth movement. Now, you've seen my mouth. You've seen my mouth, right? This is the standard. This is the standard. Now, VBridger also, depending, is also like an additional cost. Think of it like a DLC. Think of it as DLC. It's optional, but if you really want to feel more animated, not too stiff, like I'm fine as is right now, but I will upgrade eventually, not on the spot, but eventually. VBridger. But the sad thing is about VBridger, this is why people get iPhones as well. Sadly, VBridger only works with an iOS system, and that is only iPhone. I mean, I have seen people say they use an iPad too, so you can try an iPad as well, if you have. But it's gonna, you might let's just say your setup's gonna be weird, because you have to position the camera so that the camera's gonna be on your face at all times. I'm not sure how that's gonna go in an iPad, but if there's a stand for it, go right ahead. Wait, Miss Scarlett, I have a question. Is iPhone better for fast tracking or webcam? Okay, I say iPhone because also, because VTube Studio has its own default tracking system, but it does take up a bit of your CPU. Not too much, but a bit. iPhone, it essentially it like relieves it. No, okay, so from what I read, but definitely not iPhone 6. If your iPhone 6 is still alive, how the fuck? But from what iPhone 10 to the latest, that is what their requirements are. That's what the developer said. From iPhone 10 to 15, I think right now it's 15. 10 to 15 or whatever latest model, that is the best ones. Yeah, at least 10. Any lower, is that thing still alive? Okay, moving on. Next topic. Which is actually very sensitive nowadays. I say this because people have been very... Okay, let me remove this. People have been very sensitive about this topic nowadays. This is also why I wanted to, like, revise this. Because... Okay, before we start the full discussion of this one, people have been getting way more getting too engrossed in this discussion that it makes people wonder, should you go corpo or should you go stick with indie? And that's what I want to discuss. Well, at least iPhones are here, but yeah. Yeah, so take note of that, guys. Oh, wait. Okay, before we start this one, I forgot. Sorry. Any other questions about equipment and stuff? I'll try my best to answer with that one. Because I'm not like a techie. I'm not like a tech whiz, but does anyone have any other questions about the previous one? Does anyone have any other questions? As a hobby, I'll choose indie. Yeah, that's actually a good choice. When I see corpo, I see cyberpunk. Why? Why, Motion? Okay, no questions? I'll actually wait a bit because YouTube chat is a little bit delayed. Sorry, guys. I don't know why YouTube's like that. Ew for YouTube. Any questions? None? I'm sorry for the awkward pauses on this, so it's just that there's always chat delay. Bro, why? None? Okay, we can move on. To this. What? Oh, Mike. Oh, yeah, sorry, Mike. Okay, so you can easily get any mic. Any condensed, there is two types, condensed and dynamic. Dynamic is way more expensive, so focus on the most recommended budget-friendly condensed microphone. Second monitor is pretty good for sharing, yes, because you will be juggling around both. You need to like organize your screen so that you have space to see your chat, space to see your game, and when you want to transition, in case you're like one of those that doesn't know how to use shortcut keys, like me. Yes, that. It's not required. It's not fully required. One monitor is manageable, but if you want to feel more organized, the second monitor is great. But yes, condensed microphone are great starters. There's plenty. Now for dynamic microphones, oh god. They need a lot more stuff. They need a lot more. You can easily search up what. There's actually some streamers. Fun fact, guys. If you're on Twitch, I don't have mine, but there's some streamers on Twitch that actually have their specs laid out. So the reason they have their specs up, like what kind of PC they use, what kind of motherboard, what kind of GPU, microphone, and whatnot, it's so that people have an idea. Like if they sound great, then you can too. Is there a setting to avoid the... It's in like in parasocial. You might want to clarify what you mean. Oh, you mean like for your face to be exposed? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Your webcam is gonna be... It's very simple steps. You can just it will just be directly linked your webcam to VTube Studio. And if your webcam turns off, yeah, your model goes dead. Don't worry. Because on OBS, there is a thing called video capture device, which is the one that actually use your webcam to capture your face. Then as long as you don't have that, yeah, you don't have to worry. They just did that for dramatic effect, but nowadays it is very easy to avoid getting your face exposed, like in Parasocial. Don't worry. I have a timeout, but it's a USB one. All the XLR stuff's too complicated. Actually, yeah, it's fine. It's just that you'll the reason why XLR stuff, the XLR is needed, it's to make it easier for you. Cause think of it like controlling a car. Think of it as controlling a car. Yeah, it's better to control it there, like while the knobs are in front of you, instead of just like clicking off a program, like clicking off OBS, clicking off the video game, and then just adjusting it on your PC itself. You can just have it all set up right at your side, so that if someone's saying you're loud, you can easily just lower it from there. But what's the best mic? That is hard to say because I used to use Razer again, a Razer Siren Mini. But the main reason I wanted to upgrade because that microphone, there were some issues with it. Like while the quality was decent, it did kind of suck. And you have to take a lot more steps to set up, such as mic filters, which I won't discuss because that is you need to look that up yourself because everyone's voice is different. It will need different requirements. So if you're gonna ask me like how to set up your mic filters, I am not the person to turn to. I had to look that up myself. But yes, I guess the great start is Razer Siren Mini, because that is a condensed microphone. It has decent quality. It is very cheap. It's like $50. Yes, you will never find a mic that's like a single digit. If you do, that's a hand-me-down. Okay, now to this topic, indie or corpo. Now, oh wait, let me go on this side. One thing I like to recommend is a mic arm. Oh yes, that, but you don't have to get that like automatically because microphones, all microphones, well, except for dynamic, most microphones already have, it's just like a stand mic. It's just like a stand that will, it's gonna be a little bit closer to your mouth, but it's manageable. It's really manageable. The reason why people use arms is just that so you can like keep it at a certain distance. You can easily adjust it like close or far from your face. You won't have to worry about smacking it. But yes, mic arm. You don't need to get on the spot. Can I get maybe. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Anyways. Yeah, sorry about that. So it's because people have questions, which I am happy to answer. Okay, next part. Indie or corpo? Okay, so everyone starts as indie. Let's be real. Most people start as indie, okay? Even VTubers. Alright? Even the VTubers you see in a corpo, they did start as indie. Maybe they didn't actually start as a VTuber. Yes, I can't say there are VTubers. I won't name names. But there are VTubers in a corpo that have started as something else, but not as a VTuber. I just won't say which name. Oh, yes. Now, this is more essentially on a... Wink, A, XO. Shh. Yeah, everyone starts from zero. They start from somewhere. Now, this is more in the discussion whether you do want to go corpo or stick with what you have or stick with what you're comfortable with. Now, for indie VTubing, okay guys, this is just my take. Hi Agnes, both have their equal pros and cons. This is regardless of what people say, regardless of the amount of fucking drama you've seen, both have their equal share of drama, both have their equal share of pros and cons. All right? Although I did try and list as many as I thought of, so I might have missed a few. Okay, so first off, indie. Now, what are the pros? full freedom in your own content. Yes, yeah, full freedom. You can decide for yourself what you want. You can decide for yourself what you want to do. Essentially full freedom. Yeah, just like a master said. It's full freedom. Yeah, full ownership of your model and your content. Yes, because sadly, it is up to a corpo VTuber, but most times people have their content taken down. Yes, that is the sad part. And also, you can't claim it as your own anymore. So, at least when you're gone, you can still claim it as yours. If you're gone as a corpo, that's not yours anymore. That character you play is dead. Yes, I am, Poe. Next up, there's no restrictions, although you do have to consider the platforms. I do say no restrictions with games, but there are some websites that like ban certain games, some for very good reasons. But do look in on that. But yes, you're free to play whichever game. Although it does depend on platform. And topics, you can discuss whatever. I will get into why in a bit. Very easy to rebrand. So like, if you're not happy with your current character or your current model, you can easily rebrand. You can find a new artist. As painful as that sounds, you can easily go to another artist in case. I know that sounds bad. I know it's discouraged, but don't worry, it's a normal process. Your life 2D mama or papa won't have hard feelings. They understand that you want to expand. Because yes, life 2D artists, some have limited abilities, especially if starting out, so it's fine if you... Ow. I'm sorry to say this. If you decide to, completely change your character to something else, especially life 2D mamas. Painful as it sounds, yes, it is a normal process. It is normal. Hurts, but it's normal. As a starter, is having a manager requirement. Any benefits? Okay, actually, I was supposed to... That last part is, like, optional. You don't need a manager. If you want this as a hobby, then you don't need a manager. If you want one, a main reason people want managers is so that interactions, for example, like sponsors is easier, communication's easier, as well as collabing. Hold on, I need to turn on a fan. It's hot again. It's not 100% required, but is recommended if you want. Just think of this as like an acting career. Think of this as an acting career. If you want to take this as a little bit above as a hobby, then you might need a manager, because what if also you want to go to an event, but you don't know how, you don't know who to talk to? That's what a manager's for. Yep, Indie is short for random path. You can take whichever path you want. Also, speaking of collab, you're also free to collab with whoever. Well, if they allow. Because yes, there are some corpo VTubers that do collab with indies. It's just on the part of the corpo's fine with it that they're in. And also, this is also optional if you want to make a little bit more money. If you want to have this as more than just a hobby. If you want to make your own merch, yeah, you decide by yourself. I mean, I'll discuss in cons, but yes, you can decide yourself. Like what you want to be made, who you want to select as an artist there. Right? Yes, and yes, you can pick your own manager, because in corpo, oh wait, not yet. But yes, you can pick your own manager, because you'll be the one interviewing. You'll be the one interviewing who you want as a manager. Because once you get a manager, it's kind of expected to be like a year-long contract, depending. Yes, those are what the perms are for. And also, you're the one that decides to trust this person with helping you manage and helping you guide. They're kind of like a guide. Managers are like a guide into what direction that you want and what you want, where you want to go. They'll help you. Now, here are the cons. Remember how I said it's like a very expensive hobby? I mean, most hobbies are expensive nowadays. It is very hard to get exposure, especially nowadays. Now that COVID's gone, now that the pandemic's over, now that everyone's free to go out in the open, It's very hard to get exposure. I'll just say that. Yes, I know Agnes, which even Biscuits told me, which I very much appreciate. You've even helped me a few times too, which I appreciate as well. It's just that I can't look for a manager. I want to look for a manager. I have said this. It's just that I can't afford them. I'm not in a position where I can be stable enough to pay them monthly. So yeah, that's also why I don't have a manager. I would like one. But yeah. Oof. Anyway, yes, it's more difficult with exposure. Think of it this way. You're by yourself. You're your own manager, right? If you're one of those that thinks, oh, I can do this on my own, good luck. Because there's not a lot of people that are like on their phones constantly anymore like they used to. Like, you have to put up ads by yourself. You have to put out commercials. It's like that. It's like trying to send out your own ad. Hoping and praying someone sees it on like a TV or any streaming platform. That is the hard part. So yes, if you want to try, yes, being your own boss is good, but it's also like a double-edged sword. Which is also hard. That's the one hard thing for VTubers this year. Like during pandemic, it was fine. This year, uh-oh. Funding your own model and rigging. And I have mentioned the range. It can cost like from $100 to thousands of dollars. Same with the assets that you use. Luckily, there are kind people on the internet that have provided like free layouts, free badges, well, not really free emotes, but free emotes to use that you can eventually replace in case like you get the money to like replace it and have it customized as your own thing. But yes, there are free stuff. Don't worry. You can easily go on, sadly, Twitter, because that's the most common platform. Just make sure, guys, I will say this. Make sure to download. Don't delete those, because if Twitter dies, you have to find a different place to go for those assets. I will discuss later on where to purchase for like customizable ones once Twitter's dead. And also for also where you can also get live 2D, where to commission. I will discuss that later. Don't worry. Yeah, it's very expensive. Depending on ours, but if you want like a fully customized, like you notice how there's a lot of VTubers with an animated background? That is very expensive. Cheapest from what I've seen is like $200. From what I've seen, but then you also have to make sure they don't use AI. But yes, because they have to animate everything, and it's very much expensive. That's why everyone says you don't need a background on a spot. You don't need it, guys. It's only there to look fancier. It's also to make sure you don't have an awkward black background. Like, for example, if I remove everything, let me remove everything for a second so you know what I mean. Oh. This is what you're gonna see. This is why people use backgrounds. You're gonna see a black void. This is why people use backgrounds, so that you're not... Well, it does look cool. You don't have to worry about how your room looks. It will look awkward if you're like sitting in a black void like this. Remove everything? Hey, not like that. Not like that. Kind of like a very comfy void. Oh my god, Aika. Oh, don't worry, I'll discuss that. Trust me. And also, financial support is unstable. Yes. Because even if you do this as a hobby, it is still a very expensive hobby because you have to pay for your own games. If you're not financially stable in real life and you're streaming at the same time, say goodbye to this hobby of yours then. Because if you started it, then what will happen later? What will happen later on? That means you won't be able to resume it. Like, what? For example, what if your Wi-Fi cuts out because you haven't been able to pay it? And you have to find a job. You will essentially disappear from the internet, and you won't know once you come back how to come back from that. So yes, if you really want this as a hobby, make sure you're in real life, you're financially stable. Just make sure. If you aim to only just be a streamer as a career, you will face a lot of difficulties. You will. Literally every single streamer on the platforms, any platforms will confirm that starting out is difficult. Even PewDiePie had a hard time at getting exposure. It just so happens that he's a really funny guy. And that someone was lucky enough to stumble upon him. Well, also because the algorithm was better. Yeah, so essentially, you're fighting the fucking algorithm. Okay, next up. Paying for the production of your own merch. Yes, there's a pro to that. Like, you get to design it yourself. But also, it's a con because you're the one that has to, like, fund it yourself. Well, you can go to companies. Like, there is a market, but you have to be in... Yeah, that's a long discussion for that. You have to discuss with that for a long time with them. But yes, if you're the one making your own merch, if you think acrylic stands are cheap, they're not. A lot of things, you have to go to a lot of different places just to have certain things made. So yes, you have to pay for it yourself. If you have a low income right now, don't risk it. You can do all this later. You can make merch later on. You don't have to do it in your first month as a VTuber. We recommend to those aspiring VTubers. Yeah, like I said, I already brought that up, Agnes, but thank you for reminding. Yes, start out as PNG. I will continue to stress this. No, stop, EXO. But yes, so make sure to take note of these. You can screenshot this if you want. If you're too lazy to write it down, screenshot this. Make sure to take these into consideration. There's a lot of this. Okay, next up. Oh wait, before we start, any questions relating to indie VTubers? Any questions, like how to avoid drama? I'm kidding. No, we won't get to that too much. Any questions you guys have? None? Now, Agnes! Down, Agnes! Any actual questions? None? Okay. In case your message sends late, I will still send. Oh, thank you for shit. No questions? Okay. Next up, Corpo VTubers. Pros and cons. I think it's already out in the open, but I'm so sorry. That's all you stretch. I'm not gonna read that, Agnes. Okay, pros and cons. Here are the pros of being a corpo. If you guys like, I will discuss what corpos. There's not only Niji, Sanji, and Hollow. Don't worry, there's others. It's just that you kind of have to prey on those. Like if you jump in okay. Anyways, we'll discuss this first. Pros: better marketing because it's basically a whole team that's like handling that for you, and more exposure to the community. Cause what comes with whenever you join a company. Debuts. They will advertise the shit out of it. Well, within their capabilities, they will try their best to market you. They will send out advertisements to wherever so that they make sure that the world or some parts of the world knows that you are going to come out as a new member of this company. So yes, better exposure, especially with all the advertising they will keep doing even after you debut. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Financial support is more stable, yes, because what the fuck?
God, please, no!
The hell?
No!
the hell? Oh, guys. Anyways, sorry about that. You will receive financial support. Now, before people ask, so do these corporate VTubers have to solely rely on super chats and merch and whatnot? It's a company, so yes, you will have to earn your piece. But I do believe, this is my belief, okay? Don't say anything. They do have like their own base paycheck. It's just like an additional when it comes to the other stuff. It's like every other company. Like, you will be given this amount of income monthly or whichever time period. But because this is more on the entertainment, you will get like an additional. Think of it like that. Now, and also, so yes, you will, like, we've already seen a lot of VTubers that join Corporal that mention that they have become a little bit more financially stable since becoming a company, but there are some sacrifices, which I will address. They will provide you a VTuber out. You won't have to pay for that. I mean, you have to pay for other stuff, like layouts and stuff. Sadly, yes, you have to pay for your own layouts. You have to provide your own lore. I mean, it's not 100% required, but people just do lore because, well, better exposure. It will gain more interest in you. But yes, they will be the ones providing the model. They will also be the ones to do rigging. And higher chances of getting sponsorships. Yes, because people know you exist. Other companies will see you and say, "Oh, I want this person to like advertise my stuff." But that'll also depend on the company if they'll allow. Collabing with the more professionals in the industry, not just fellow VTubers, not just fellow corporate VTubers. There's a chance you will be able to interact with those that are like in the music industry. Great example. You guys, you know Ike Evelyn. Yes, he collabed with a certain Vocaloid, one of the more prominent Vocaloid producers. Basically, I revived him from his rut. And then there is, I have to mention him. I know, but let me mention him. Mista collabed with Camellia, who is also a long-time famous or well-known figure in the music industry. But yes, there are more chances of those occurring. More offers. And legal assistance. When I mean legal assistance, well, I didn't label this as a con, but I will mention this. The legal assistance will depend on where you reside. Now, most of the more famous VTubing companies, like for example, Holo and Niji Sanji, I'm gonna stress this out because people keep saying bad company because they can't help them legally. They're in a different country. Remember that. They can't always help you overseas. It is difficult. That's why it's easier for them to help legally support their talents inside because it's within the country. Every country has their own laws, their own set of rules. So overseas, it's gonna be difficult. Hi, Keo. Ah, nice. But yeah, I'm just saying that as an example. Oh, I'm just checking you on YouTube. Hi. We were just discussing about VTubing. Right now we're just discussing whether you should pursue corporal or just stick with indie. I'm listing down the pros and cons. Bye. So yes, do remember that. Do take note of that. I mean, it is a big W if they are able to legally help you overseas, because here's the bad thing with VTubing. Just like any other kind of content creation, there is a chance you might experience stalkers. Doxers. And a higher chance to prevent that is with the company, because they'll try and support you in that part. But yes, that is also, I didn't want to list that as a con because I don't want people to think, oh, I'm automatically gonna get doxed or stalked or have my privacy invaded if because I joined the company. This happens on both sides. It actually happens on both sides. I just didn't list it down because I don't want people to think that's automatically gonna happen. It will depend. It will depend. Just be safe. This is also why people are hesitant to show their face. Just be safe, be smart. Keep things private as much as possible. You have your own privacy. If people ask for like, oh, where do you live? Just name a country. Don't state which city you live in. They'll start hunting you. Anyways, that is one of the benefits. I will mention who else can discuss this. Next up, cons. You always need to seek approval. You need to seek approval. Constantly. Like, you need to ask the company, is this okay? Is this project okay? Is this fine? You need to ask because you're technically representing them by doing this project, and if they believe it's gonna tarnish their reputation, they can't approve it. And also because of potential copyright, which is also another con. Because you're in a company, expect to face even bigger issues with copyright. You won't have to worry just about YouTube like bonking you because you play copyrighted music. It's also because of the company too. Wait, let me read this. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Just read over what Agnes said. Not gonna fully discuss that, but yes, there is that too. You even need to ask permission before you play a game. Yes. Companies have a list of approved games. Yes. That's also another thing. I won't fully discuss on that, but just keep that in mind. Keep in mind in that. Because, like, for example, there's some companies that are a bit iffy in allowing you to play, like, Sony games. Why do I know this? Because I may be indie, but have been bonked by fucking Sony. It's just that at least that with a company, they can dispute the copyright claim, but you may have a low chance of, like, being able to stream any other Sony game. Me, I keep being faced with copyright, goddammit. And also Nintendo. Yeah, same with Nintendo. But remember the legal assistance I mentioned? Yes, that is what the corporals can do. They can legally assist you there, in case. Especially if you have to fight a copyright claim. It is very much annoying. Yes, it is also an issue with indie, but at least with company, they can at least say, oh, you can't stream this because of, like, copyright. You have to be careful, because your channel might get taken down, like that, like that. Think of it like consultation. Not just, like, asking permission, but also consultation, like, if this is okay. And whatnot. Not just for the company, but also for yourself. Next up, also with permission with collabs. This is a thing. This is a thing. Like, company VTubers need permission to stream with other people, both indie and company. One, because of how that like, you know how people are like always like comparing one company to the other. Well, that's why, because it's always the fandom in that part that's gonna be like fighting each other. Haven't you noticed, like, whenever like there's like two VTubers from two companies collab, especially the more very, very prominent ones, people celebrate? It's because the company sees that, okay, it's okay to let our talents like collab, but then there's also gonna be the people like, no, they're not allowed, blah 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 blah. There's that. As bad as that sounds, the companies do have to consider things. They do have to, especially with the people you're gonna collab. Sadly, though, here's another con. If that person like is from the company, but they graduated, I'm not sure if it's like 100%, but I have seen that they aren't allowed to like interact. I can't say because I'm not in a corpo, okay? All right, good luck. Have a good trip home. But yes, I'm not really 100% certain with that. If like you can interact with your former coworkers, but from what I've seen, they aren't. They can discuss them. It'll just be weird, especially if they like reincarnate into like an indie. But yeah, that is what I've seen. Yeah, they can offline. It's just not online, which is the sad thing about it all. Yes, it is a matter of privacy to them as well, but it's also still sad because we can't see them interacting with her. But remember, just because they can't interact online doesn't mean they can't interact offline. Next up, not just restrictions on games, but also music. Sony, you piece of shit. Like karaoke. Yeah, I think both sides, but at least with company, they will give you the okay to stream this. You just have to take it down. With corpos, they will give you permission, like this is okay to sing, this is okay to sing. Because they have to also make sure you don't sing something that will get you canceled. Yeah, they can. Although there's chances that they need to seek approval by the company as well. But yes, you need to ask for copyright. I'm going to be a spy, documentary PG-tuber instead of a PG-tuber. Research what happened to his cartoon. What? Okay. Good luck with that soon. I have a question mark. It is a long process, but there is still a chance. And you're forbidden to discuss certain things. I wonder what. Yes, like I said, you have more freedom. But there is a reason why they have these restrictions. Remember, you're representing a company. You're representing a group of prominent figures. You're like how do I say this without making it sound bad? Yeah, you're basically a representative of something. So you have to make yourself look good for the company. Next up. Yes, here is the thing. Here's the thing. There is the double-edged sword. They will take a cut. There is, depending on the company, they will take a certain amount of money from you. Now, you want to know why I'm discussing this? It's because we all know about Niji Sanji and their cuts. We won't discuss that too much because it's not a drama channel, but all companies have their own cuts. They all have. I hate that to bring this up because I'm a Niji fan, but all companies take their own cuts. Yes, that. Yeah, because it's all, like I said, the reason for the cuts is that it's the company that handles all the advertisement. They're the ones handling most of the things. They're just making sure that you stay safe. They will approve. They will help you with the projects that you plan. They will approve of that, depending. But you will still get like a cut from what you receive. And it's even worse if you stream on YouTube. Yes, YouTube has its own cut. YouTube has its own cut. So this is why, and the sad thing is most companies focus on YouTube as a platform for streaming for their talents. There are some in other countries that do use Twitch, but YouTube is because, well, it's something that Japanese are more familiar with. So yes, think of that. That's why, thankfully, there are Ian Livers that have tried to teach their company, especially if they're based in Asia, about alternatives for receiving donations and stuff. Thankfully, because YouTube is a piece of shit. Yes, YouTube, I'm looking at you. Fuck you. What the heck? Hello? Wait, careful. Risk. You're a best streamer at yes. It's like, yeah, for what Anna said, it's basically like all companies. You will receive a bonus. What? Hold on, my Papa Scarlet just opened my room. I was like, what? Luckily, I don't make anything. Enjoy your cut, Corpo. Right, God. Don't say that. Wait, are you a VTuber? Oh, wait. Are you in a company? Because if you are, Okay. But yes, think of that. Hello, Kaneko. Don't worry, guys. We're almost done. So think of all of that, guys. Just class. We're too creepy for toggles. What the fuck? Yeah. So remember these 2 things, guys. Remember. Next up. Yeah, I'm sorry this is taking a while. It's just that everyone has their questions. I tried to go through this as fast as possible so that there's not too much to digest. Next up, how to design your VTube model. Okay, now this is where I will show you off my model. Okay, so for me, I had a long-ass process designing this. Ma'am, is it not okay? Is it okay not to do marketing and to not? Yep, it's very much fine. It is very fine. But the reason people pay like for subs and stuff, it's more like so they get noticed, and it's also easier to like get income. But it's also, yes, it is up to you not to get monetized or do marketing. It just will be harder for you to get support. Just know that. I have a question, Avery. I hate you. I hate you. Anyways, yes. So about my design. So for those that don't know, I started out as an interdimensional traveler. I am an interdimensional traveler and part-time thief. But before, I did a rebrand, which I can do because I'm indie. I used to be a librarian. Which I know sounds like cringe, but yes, I was one. But I had to look up a lot of references. It was really hard to look up because I wanted to stand out as much as possible. I do have red hair, okay? I have red hair. Stop! Risk, no! What do you steal? Anything that will get me money on the table. Before I travel to another world. What do you mean? Mine's still cringe. But yes, I will give you tips on how I came up with my design, don't worry. Let me just, yes, that was my full design. Next up, okay, how to do your design. Now, these are the simple steps that I did before coming up with my design and looking up for a shit ton of refs. First off, come up with a theme. You can't just be a VTube thinking, okay, I'll just be this. Now you have to actually think of something, because if you don't think of what you want to be and you change your mind later, that's gonna be a hard impact to your wallet because you have to redo everything from scratch. Now, while not necessary, it is encouraged so that you stand out. People will find certain things about you memorable, so that they know who to refer to, not just by name, but as remembering who this VTuber is. Indie, since nobody takes cut from your... Hello, Lancer. Meanwhile, me, Ender Elf. Wait, you're an elf? I thought you were an eyeball in a TV screen. Oh my god! I'm not gonna read all that out loud. Oh my god. Anyways, yes. So once you come up with a theme, make sure to it's these. Make sure it matches your overall taste, because yes, it makes it taste, like your sense of fashion, whatnot. It's like the art style. Oh wait, no, sorry. Like your taste, style, your lore. Well, it depends if you actually want to go extra ham on the lore bits. You don't have to, just make sure you have an identity for your character. And also, optional, personality. Like, there are a lot of VTubers whose personality does not match their models, like me. Like me, my personality does not match my model, but I still like it because it looks nice to me. I like it. I use it to identify myself as a VTuber, and I've kept it. Now, next up, finding the artist that will suit your style. or like all these other stuff. Yeah, this is the part where I'm gonna be a little bit messy on. Cause just like how you look for artists, like if you want to commission art, they have to fit your like what you like. You can't just pick a random artist and like, okay, this one. No, they have to like something that you like. Kind of like shopping, like you like this certain designer, so you go with this. Cause this is important, because if you have that sudden decision, like change, like I said, you can't change your life 2D, mama. It's just gonna be a lot, just same as long process. It's gonna take a while. See if they can actually fit. Cause here is the thing about artists. You have to also take note if they are able to, like what they're okay with drawing. Like some aren't okay with drawing lewd stuff, which is understandable. Some don't like drawing fantasy creatures. Like if you want to be an orc, and it's okay, you can be anything. But it will also depend on the artist. Hold on, what? What the hell? Why am I getting a call? Where's my phone? I just got a call from Papa Scarlet. What?
Hey, take order.
Alright, I'm about to take a slight break here because I have to take my dog down. Alright, actually, this is actually a good place to, like, take a slight break. So, yeah, just, make sure to take care of yourselves. Class is gonna have a temporary break. I'll be right back. Hold on! I have to go down! Join VC? Oh god, okay. Oh wait, I can't because Discord's still not working properly yet for me. Alright, go take a break, guys. I'll be right back. have returned. Sorry. Oh, hope you guys had a good break. Ooh, oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Okay.
Beans.
EXO, you're so fucking lucky I don't have the turn on for just bits in TTS. Yes, I'm back. Hi, guys. Okay, so I had time to reorganize my thoughts. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was just real quick. I hope it wasn't gone too long. Okay, so back to this. Now, okay, think of it like character creation. Fuck you. The way you create your character. Hello, Adam Rose. Hello, welcome back. Hello. Sorry about that, and sorry if this stream's taking a while. Anyway, next up. Okay, so you know how like in video games, how like it's you take forever in trying to design the characters based on how in your taste, the overall art style on it, because yes, I do know you guys take forever in picking a fucking eye style when it comes to your characters. Since then what? Anyways, so yes, that is what's important. Hydrate. Oh god, I forgot to hydrate. Woo! Oh, it's so hot. So now that is what's important. All right, because here is where I discuss. It really takes a long while to find the artist that's fits your style or the art style that you want for your character. Cause if not, if you just pick them because one, they're the cheapest, two, because they're the fastest, yes, it's a long process building, designing it, and making sure that it is being made. It's a long process, guys. That's why people have to plan out their stuff while their models being made. But if you do that, then eventually you're gonna have a sense of, oh god, I don't like this. Why did I pick this? You will have that sense. That will happen. That's why take your time in designing. Take your time in finding the artist that you like, because and also make sure it's like common sense. Make sure you provide refs. Browse through the internet. Pinterest is a thing. Google's a thing. Just search up whatever. But what I advise against is using other VTubers as a source of inspiration. I mean, you can, but make sure that the artist and you yourself make sure to tell them, don't copy. Like, don't follow this 100%. This is just something like a small reference. Just put your own twist to it. Put your own twist. Oh god, guys, stop. Yes. Main reason I'm suggesting this when it comes to like you're in the stage of designing your VTube model and you're also in the process of like commissioning the artist. Let's just say there's been a lot of VTubers that have been canceled, all because, not just because they share the same lore. It's inevitable. You can be whatever, you can pick whatever. There's a lot of that person already. It's just that how you handle your own character that you've made for yourself. But make sure your appearances in a way stands out. Okay? Because you don't want to be compared like constantly. Like, yes, there will be a chance that your model will be compared to someone else because of some similarities. But to avoid like saying, oh no, you're a clone. That is depends on how you commissioned your artist, unlike what you use as a ref. So be careful. Be careful. If you 100% use entirely different references and someone keeps saying, oh, you look like, for example, like, I know there's this one VTuber who kept being compared to Shoto because of the fact they both have purple eyes and black hair. He keeps saying, we're entirely different people. We just happen to share the same color palette. Stop comparing. You have literally no evidence that I am copying this person. At least you can say that if you actually used another VTuber as a reference. Well, can't say anything else, but that's your fault. Reminds me of when people compare me to something called Bullet. Called Bullet? Yeah, there's so many. Like, if you think Bao the Whale is the only whale VTuber, there is so many others. It's just up to the artist on how they want the color palette, and then they'll have to ask if it's okay, and then if this pattern's okay. Literally, the internet is a free source. It's just up to the artist. Yeah, literally, like, you'll be the judge, but ultimately your artist is gonna be the one that, like, puts it all together. You're just, like, there for a second opinion and to make sure that you're the one that, like, they'll always ask you if this is okay. Like, even if they feel like it's okay, it's your model, so they have to also always ask you. So yeah. So here's some key points to remember. Inspiration, like, you can have your character inspired by, like, book characters. Like, like, I know some characters that, like, take after some things from, like, King Arthur. Like, knights, they always, their main thing is, like, King Arthur and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, make sure that you're find some good inspiration and for your theme to be easily identifiable. I like TVs. But yes, make sure, for like example, there was someone, yeah, there are plenty of videos that discuss about designs and stuff. Like, someone very thoroughly pointed out, like, for example, Iris from Project Iris or Hololive. You know them as that person because you can easily tell what they are. If you just come up with something on the spot and nobody can figure out what you are, you will be remembered, but easily forgotten because nobody can remember what the hell you are. Nobody can tell what the fuck you are. So yes, remember that. Remember that. Also, sense of clarity. Now, what I mean by this, like, your design is something that can be easily made out. Like, it's not too overly complicated. You can have complicated designs, but also remember this. If you are one of those that wants to have, like, art made, you want to commission someone to draw your character, have mercy on them. Make sure they know what the fuck they're looking at. Have mercy on them. It may look nice to you, but you also have to think as well on the people that you plan to, like, commission to draw your art. And also for your future fan artists, yes, there will be a point, even if it's a hobby or not, there will be someone that will look up to you and wants to draw you. Have mercy on them too. Don't make it too overcomplicated. It is good to stand out, just don't make it look like as if you're a fucking clown. Don't make yourself look like a damn clown that nobody wants to draw, just look at, but nobody wants to draw. And unique identity. Yes, while there is others like this, like that, there will be some people with the same surname as you. Yes, I'm not the only VTuber with the last name Avery, and I'm not the only VTuber with the first name Scarlet. But try your best, both in design and in your name, that Virtual Cloud VTuber, sorry. But do be sure to make sure that you can own your identity. You can proudly say, this is me, no one else. I may look like someone similar. Oh, fuck you, Juna. That was a hi. Hold on. Go check out Juna, guys. Chill, dude. Fucking asshole, but chill, dude. I'm kidding. But yes. Oh, sorry. You're kind of covered. Sorry. But yes, that is one of the key points. Now, this one is optional. This is 100% optional. It's to make sure for your design to be asymmetrical. Now, some people say point out silhouettes. Like, if you compare it to another VTuber, like, it's identifiable. I say that's optional. I just say that's optional. It doesn't need to be 100% asymmetrical, especially with your silhouette. Because look at me, guys. there is some sense of symmetry. There is some sense, especially with how I stand. But that's just an option. If you just, it's just like the reason like people point that out is so that it's more, your design's more eye-catching. For some. Let me zoom. Don't focus on my booba, please. Yeah, I know, EXO. I know about those. That's why I find Googling my name a little bit hilarious. But yes, the reason why people like stress about asymmetry is, well, just so that it doesn't look like that you were too lazy in the design. That's what some say. And I kind of agree. But it all depends on you. Like, if you want it to be balanced on both sides, go right ahead. If you want it to be slightly imbalanced and whatnot, go ahead. It's all up to you. Just, but this is just my advice. But what people always look for is asymmetry. I just realized, damn it. God damn it, guys. What else is on my slides? Okay, now this is gonna be really fast. These are just platforms that you'll consider. Yes, I did list down fucking Facebook. Okay, is that me? I just took notes from, I'm just writing down things I've noticed in the VTubing sphere, okay? But the top two is Twitch and YouTube. YouTube, because, well, the VODs stay up for like forever until like, or if YouTube just decides to bonk you. But as VODs last longer. Thing is, the chat is shit. But Twitch, better exposure, potentially better exposure. Bad thing is, the VODs like have an expiration date. But that is actually the go-to place for most streamers. VStream, I tried it out recently. I know. Shut up. There's a reason. VStream is fairly new, but I put it as like a number 3 because it is really a decent platform, guys. It's still in the beta phase, okay? I won't assure you that it's like perfect. No platform is perfect, but it is just starting, and so far, I really do like it. So if you... Plus, the login process is simple. All you have to do is log in with your fucking Discord account. Next up, Vimeo. I have little to no memory of using Vimeo. I just have seen people recommend this one as another streaming platform. I don't know why. I've never heard of it. I do know that, like, what's her name? What's her name? Hime? I don't know. I don't know the VTuber that represents Crunchyroll, but yes, I have heard that she did stream on that a bit. So I listed that down. And there's TikTok. You'll be surprised how shocked I was when I found out that TikTok was used for streaming. But apparently, girl, was Vimeo? I just know it's a platform. I've never heard of it. I mean, I have, but not often. These are English-speaking platforms, okay? I'm not gonna talk about Bilibili because I've tried to log into Bilibili. It is hard. I'm not Chinese. I can't read. Mom, close. Sorry. My parents keep checking on me because I have my windows closed, I have my doors closed, and they're making sure I don't die of, like, of heat. I mean, my room is really, really hot, so... But for the sake of making sure there's no sounds caught on my microphone, I will sacrifice myself. Anyways, but yes, YouTube and Twitch are the most important. Just take note of those. Others are optional in case, like, Twitch does a stupid move, like, remove multi-streaming. Yeah, I still remember that, Twitch. I'm keeping my eye on you. Right now or in my room? Because last I checked, it was like 40 degrees. Oh, wait, no, it's 29 degrees right now, but I checked my room. It's like in the 30s. Wait, Miss Scarlet, if someone has like mid Wi-Fi connection, you should be still able to multi-stream. Just keep an eye on your stream like thoroughly, because you want to prevent the chances of disconnecting, because that's the reason why I recommend you have good stable Wi-Fi. Oh, it's 34? Oh, now it says it's 34. I have a thermo. Okay, in my room it's like, oh my god, it's like almost 40. Let's go. Anyways. So yes, these are the platforms. I was surprised that you can stream on Instagram, but then I'm also not surprised, but the reason it's on the bottom because it's not really a platform for streaming. And we also know about how shit TikTok and Instagram is. Now, Facebook. It's low because Facebook's a piece of shit. But I have seen in the Philippines, for some reason, Filipinos just love Facebook. I don't know about any other Asian country, but Filipinos just fucking love Facebook. That they even got to a point where they love to stream on it. I even know some VTubers from the Philippines that streams there. I'm like, why? Why? So yeah, let's take note of these. I'm in a rush now because it's near end. Not the Facebook Live.
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
Okay, next. This is just some tips. Just very simple tips. If you really are certain that you want to be a VTuber. Now, here, you have to actually be a master at talking to yourself, because most times, like me, I like doing collabs. It's just that I'm very shy, so most of the times I'm streaming solo. But you will be constantly talking to yourself. I know. It sounds like it's easy. It's not. It's not. And as much as possible, you need to engage. Yes, you don't have to read every single thing in chat, but you have to engage as much as possible, which is what I do with you guys. And avoid silence, but, well, it's okay to be silent if there's, like, cutscenes from a video game. If, you're trying to focus on, like, a rhythm game, that is fine. And if you're fighting, that's fine. But, if you're just, like, casually chatting... God damn it. Yeah, this is why I have to wrap up. This is the time where my family just keeps going in and out of my room. Yeah, just just avoid the awkward silence, because we like this. Like, if you're watching someone and they're just like this the entire time. It's weird, right? That's why it takes a lot of throat power to talk a lot, but you just have to fill in the awkward silence or the dead air, or else people will start losing, or they'll stop paying attention to you. Yeah, he was, Agnes. Yeah, Jeremy Wang, or known as Disguised Toast. Yeah, he was. Next up, very, very important. Wait. Not that face. Make sure, as much as possible, you know when to put your foot down. If someone's misbehaving in your chat, don't hesitate. Alright, I do that to you guys all the time. Yes, mods do exist, but it depending, like, if mods can be present or not, you have to also take care of yourself. Don't fucking hesitate. Put your fuck down. What's with the wink? Yes. I know it sounds like you're potentially babying your chat, but they need to know how to behave. If not, you can just ban them for misbehavior. It's like school. I'm a wink of a mod. Yes, you are a great mod, though, Agnes. I know you're mod for a lot of people, but yes, you are a great mod, even though you kind of bully me a bit. And this is the last. After that, I'll just recommend you guys to, like... Oh, God, it's an ad! Okay. Anyways, this is the second to last. Do I get head pats? No. Anyways. Identifying your strengths and weaknesses. These are important. These are very important. Now, you have to know yourself what you're good at. Alright? If you're good at FPS games, and you're good at rhythm games, benefit from that because people will love to watch you. If you're good at talking, if you're good at comedy, then go for it. Go for it, yeah. But also, you have to make sure to identify what your weaknesses are. One, not to just avoid them, but to also try and improve on them because, oh wait, why am I using this expression? Your weaknesses can become your greatest asset. Hello, Noise. We are nearing the end. Oh no, Agnes. Don't worry, Fufuko, I will talk about that in a bit. But yes, know it so that you can also know like how to improve on this later on so that, you know, to avoid it being a problem down the line. Here for all that personality. But yes. But also make sure not to go overboard because if you try to overwork yourself in trying to like see what works, see what doesn't, you will become burnt out. That is what you have to avoid. Don't be afraid to experiment. No. But also make sure it's within your comfort zone. Yeah, burnout is awful. I did experience a bit of burnout, but it's more on the emotional side. Okay, have a good lurk. Have a good lurk, Risk. But yeah, these are all what's important. That's about it. That's all the lessons I can give. Now, if you're gonna ask about Twitter, I did used to have tips like saying engage as much as possible. If you can't do it on stream, if you can't do it in your Discord, because not a lot of people use Discord. Although at this point, I think they have to because Twitter's almost gonna die. Especially with the monthly payment just to use it. Retweet as much. Talk about things that you like. And retweet art, like shit. It's that process. And interacting with a lot of people because you could potentially find the greatest person ever to interact with on as well as a potential collab. But we're making my screens. Yeah, that. Thing is, I don't use a schedule because I'm not certain of my own days, but I do try and stream daily. As you've seen, but of course, life kicks me in the ass. Okay, what is it that was asked earlier? Now that we're done. Wait, Miss Scarlett, if it's alright with you, Lil Otaku, how did you... Okay, I already mentioned this, but mine was roughly around a little over $400. Combined with the rigging, because the rigging was a little cheap. It was the model that was a bit costly, but manageable. But yes, a little over 400. Like I said, thank God to my life to be mama because of her, not just her pricing, but her great art style. I just happen to be lucky to find an artist who also has a price which I can afford, but also has a great art style, as you've seen. See, thanks for all the tips. I really hope it is helpful. These are just tips that that's a lot more organized. You guys can still ask questions. This part of the stream is just all questions. But if you feel satisfied, feel free to just, you guys can take a break from stream because it's like a long stream. But I really do hope that my advice was like, okay. Because this is all the things I'm talking about is things I've witnessed as both a fangirl and as a indie VTuber. So, and if you're unfamiliar with either, like you just start as a VTuber, but you've never been a fan of any other VTuber, well, at least you know. When's the next Discord Q&A session? I'll think about it. But yes, I really like doing this the first time, but I wanted to do it again, but more organized. It's a freaking lecture. I do hope that this lecture was understandable. I know I was a little bit messy, I know it's a little long, but I hope I execute it in a way that's like understandable. Like guys, I always say this. Like to anyone that, because I've had people actually ask me like if they should be a VTuber or not. I say it's a leap of faith. You should test it first, but it is definitely still a leap of faith. Just be really smart about it. Don't do it in a way that like fucks you up financially and also potentially mentally, because another reason why I wanted to talk about these things, because the VTubing community has changed like a lot. Oh, I was gonna discuss this at the end. Okay, now when it comes to making YouTube videos, this is also related to like strengths and weaknesses. You can make videos like okay, I will say this. It's okay to like copy from others. Okay, not 100%. Like look at someone like a source of inspiration. Like if you see people making YouTube shorts, for example, of like them reacting to something, do it. Just like be unique about it. Stand out. I mean, most content nowadays just is like something that someone else has done. But if you can't, try and do something that is unique to yourself. But if it's difficult for you because of both limitations of yourself, since like a lot of people like for example me, I don't know how to edit shit. I don't know how to edit shit, but here I am. I do what I can, but I do want to try and learn how to do all that stuff. Now, I can't really say much about YouTube videos because I've been streaming for a long time. Making YouTube videos is hard because most people like, if it's just a video, they just like it to be short and simple and something to enjoy downtime. Main reason why people like to sit around for streams is that it's ongoing and it's interactable, and that there's not many that just watches a VOD in one go. Because it's like watching a movie, but then depending on streamer, some go for like 10 hours. But there are some people online, yes, don't worry. There are people way better than me at giving advice, but discussing more when it comes to making YouTube videos. But like everything I've said, stand out, try and make yourself unique. And that's all I can say. Now, if you can't edit videos, this is only if you can afford, okay? This is only if you can afford. You can easily look up, like, editors online. There are plenty, not just in the VTubing space, but everywhere else. Thumbnail for every stream? Oh. Okay. The reason I'm okay with it is because I learned on making funny, meme-worthy memes, like very memey pics. Yeah, EXO knows. Like, I've learned to become speed. I've become very creative in my own way possible. Like, about my Oshi, and then I try and make it look funny. And I've learned to, like, just blend my sense of humor into it. And I found out later on that, oh, wait, I can just... I have the assets. I can easily just look up images. I can look at things as a sort of inspiration, and then just put my own spin on it, but just put my face on it. EXO now is because I was in a certain server before it got nuked. I just realized I should have saved all those, but like all the pictures I sent in that, I never saved it. I just copied and pasted. I think I should have saved them, but for all that, we tried to make all the stream thumbnails. Yes, it's very hard, guys, like to make your own thumbnails, but well, if you're an indie, you have to try your best. You don't have to always, like, you can just put the title of the game in the thumbnail and then put your face, that's it. But if you want to be, like, funny like me, haha, funny, then go for it. Especially if you're very familiar with memes. If you're very familiar with memes, then yeah, go for it. Alright, any other questions before I end stream? Yeah, I have to end this now because I'm hungry. Also, I want to avoid this making too long. So, any other questions you guys have before I end stream? Let me just check with the raid. No, no, Dark Talk Hi. Related to the stream, like, you guys have any other questions, like advice that you wanna ask before I end stream? I'm gonna raid someone too, though. Don't worry. Are you well? Good luck. Yeah, since your room's hot, it stop. Okay, but seriously, guys, I have to end this really soon. If you guys have no other questions, yeah, don't worry about scuffness. Every stream will be scuffed. Don't worry. All right, since that's the end of today's lecture, thank you all so much for watching. I truly do hope that the advice that I gave is understandable. Like, you're able to take good notes. I hope my advice will actually benefit you in the future. Thoughts I can't handle VTuber programs, so I use a filter. Are we? No, you're not. You're not graded.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your vehicle's extended warranty.
Agnes! Anyways, well, I guess that's it. Hold on, who should I raid? Hold on, let me look. Oh, wait, I see who's right. Baby I'm not baby, fuck you guys. Okay, let me check if he's still, Okay, I can raid this person. Okay. Alright, guys, thank you for attending. Hey, stop! I'm not gonna do mukbang. First one, if you're not sub to me. Second one, if you are, we're gonna be raiding. Panda Po! Or just Panda. Or Po. Before we raid, I will say this. Make sure to ask him if he can take off his jacket. Ask him. Ask him. Alright, let me see if I type this one right. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I can't rate him? Hold on. Oh, he's not allowing. He's not accepting today. Aw. Okay. No, I'll just raid Quinn instead. Quinn is a lot. Oh wait, they have their activity. Oh, they do. Oh yes. You gotta love Quinn, guys. They're very chill. They're a very chill person. Connor is live. Why do you want me to raid Connor? Why do you guys want me to raid Sea Dog? Guys, you want me to raid Sea Dog? I sort of fucking God, if a lot of you say yes in chat, because he sees he's a dog, oh God. Who's Connor Eats Pants? Thank you for the follow, Clove. Oh no, we're just about to end stream. Wait. No. I know who to raid. Alright, hold on. Let me just type in. Quinn's name is. I love it, but also like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm not raiding. No, I'm not raiding Connor. It's Booby's nickname. Stop. we know. Wait, hold on. Livianas. Come on, please. Okay, there we go. Alright, guys. That's it for today. Thank you all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you for Genshin tomorrow. I will see if I can stream tomorrow. Because I think my throat's gonna be dead after today. Oh no! Inaru! I'll stream tomorrow, don't worry! Bye! Yeah, make sure to copy the raid messages. Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. It'll be Genshin. I've touched Genshin in a while. Yeah, first one if you're not sub to me, second one if you are. Alright, I'm gonna raid now. Alright, bye guys! Thank you for sticking around at Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys all over there in 3, 2, 1! And that's it for those on YouTube. Thank you so much for today. I hope you guys will take these, well, not everything by heart. Take some of the things I said with a grain of salt. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all tomorrow for your Genshin. Baby! Alright, bye guys. See ya.